Mikey from the front row, and that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have commentary. We kick things off tonight with the Demon King, Finn Balor, not as the Demon King. He is not wearing the face paint tonight, against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor has 2 wins, and Charlotte Flair has 0 wins at this point. Finn Balor tied for first with Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, so let's kick things off with a bang. Finn Balor really on a roll so far in the first 2 rounds with his wins. He's definitely making up for his dismal victory in the M2 Summer Climax. Now, I'm kind of new to commentating, so apologies if I stutter a little bit. I'm actually better with a partner, but at the moment I do not have one. Once again, we are in the Big Garden. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, I forgot to change the arena. We're actually in the Dome tonight. Sometimes I might get distracted, so if I go long periods of silence as well, I'm just trying to handle everything. I'm the point make handler, the tournament bracket handler. I'm doing everything here in the M2 Summer Climax. The M2 Fall Open, except for wrestling. Also sharing Facebook real quick. Hold on. Once I get viewers, I should be doing better with commentaries. I'll be able to talk to them. This is all for people who watch later in the day. And I finally bit the bullet and got myself a new mic, so here we go. Kick right to the leg and to the back of the head from Finn Balor, and a chop from Charlotte Flair. Sorry for any feedback from the TV, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to lower it enough where I can hear, but you don't hear it. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of things here. I gotta check with the matchmaker, see if she wants to change anything about the matches tonight, like maybe no time limit in the match. Was, as usual, 30-minute time limits. I gotta see if she wants to change a stipulation, like Lawrence Latchkin in the Summer Climax. He wanted Finn Balor versus Tama Tonga in the cage with weapon guerrilla warfare in a steel cage. That man is a sick man, and he'll tell you. I'm just doing it. I'm seeing how far you guys are.
Give up.
Let me try that again with a stop watch. 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 4-second delay from what I'm watching, so I can probably commentate live without having to worry about feedback. Figure 8 to Finn Balor. He might tap. Now, I'm not going to try to do full play live. I'm just going to really call what I see. So, like, I may just talk like this, ramble on and on. The match will end as I'm rambling. I could even I might call coup de grace out of nowhere while I'm rambling. So, apologies for that. I admit, I am not the best commentator in the world. But everyone says I should get it just to have a voice. So, it's not silence for 2.5 hours or an hour and a half or however long the streams may last. So, yada yada yada. Like I said, I'm just rambling. Charlotte Flair needs to stop wooing, needs to get on her footing, like back to her groove, because, like I said, she is winless in 2 rounds, and that honestly surprises me considering how good she is. I mean, she isn't the queen for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. I know I've said this all the Summer Climax. I've said this the past 2 rounds, but obviously 30-minute time limit sign. I still can't believe we went to a 30-minute draw with Ricochet and Randy Orton yesterday. That was an amazing match. So yeah, 30-minute time limits, 2 points for a win, 1 point for a loss. I know, everyone tells me, oh, it's just a rip-off of the G1 Climax. I'm like, the G1 Climax, excuse me. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm not denying it. I'm full-blown into it. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to stream for my friends. I wanted to just sit back, relax, crack open a nice cold soda or beer if I'm in the mood, and just watch some great wrestling. And you saw in the M2 Summer Climax, you're seeing it here in the M2 Fall Open. Originally I did the M2 Climax back in June. I didn't stream that. I honestly wish I had, because I had Tomohiro Ishii in that turn. I had Kenny Omega in that. I had Kota Ibushi. I had Tanahashi. I had Okada. I had Minoru Suzuki. I had Teddy Hart. I had 26 of what I felt were the best wrestlers in the world. And at that point, June 2018. And honestly, like I said, I wish I had streamed it. This year, I ain't fooling around. I'm streaming it. 26 of the best wrestlers. They have to earn it through here, or they have to earn it elsewhere in the world, or because I just want to see them wrestle other people. For example, another huge congratulations to Vampiro on winning the M2 Summer Climax. A lot of people did not even pencil him in. Lawrence Lax just wanted to see him in there just to fill in the 16th. And hey, he proved everyone wrong. He went on to win it. And you know what? Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. This is all a video game. We all know, unfortunately, what Vampiro is going through. So to see him win the tournament, even if it's just a video game, that just was a feel-good moment. Another pause that may happen in between is if I decide to get a drink as I'm taking a sip. And oh, there's the coup de grace, ladies and gentlemen. It might be over. Finn Balor going 3-0. 1, 2. Now Charlotte Flair kicks out. Amazing. I am so glad I can commentate this live, even with the feed. Even with the 4-second delay, you hear it all as it is happening. So yeah, if anyone comes in, please comment in the live chat. I will respond to you as it comes up in my feed. Ladies, what's been doing? Oh my God! A back drop kick to the back of the head, and now Can she too? That Finn Balor. Finn Balor, who was at 4 points, goes 3-0, moving to 6 points, way better than he did in the Summer Climax. Another possible delay that might come, as you all know, I usually have to go out. You'll hear them barking, trust, or I'll set up a match beforehand, but when those happen, there will be no commentary during the my controller does not work that far out. So that will go back to how it used to be, where I just typed in my comments. But that won't last long, I don't think. So up next, the Shield representation of Seth Rollins versus the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Quick go back to the Summer Climax. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Samoa Joe finished with, let's see, Washington round 1, Washington 2, 1, 2. You know what? Yeah, I think he finished with 13 points, if I'm doing my math correct. So the app I have, even though I have 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss, in my app, it's 1 point for a win, half a point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. So in my app, I just doubled everything, and Samoa Joe in my app is listed as 6.5. So with that being said, I could just go to my room and look up the score sheet on the Summer Climax, but I would rather be here watching with you guys, and so here I am. So as far as I'm concerned, Samoa Joe finishing at 13 points in the Summer Climax. Here in the Fall Open, he is setting at 1 win. He is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. See, yeah, round 1. Yep. Oh, yeah, he won and he beat McIntyre in round 1. And then, yes, I do remember now. He lost. The Samoan submission machine lost to a submission. He lost to a bear hug from Roman Reigns. Honestly, that is probably the most shocking moment of the tournament, not including the 30-minute draw that Ricochet went with Randy Orton last night. Excuse me. Ricochet is up next, by the way, as he faces Kota Ibushi, and Randy Orton takes on The Miz, and 2 matches after that. So Ricochet will be the 3rd match, and Randy Orton will be the 5th match. Our main event tonight is intergender action, as Kevin Owens takes on the Man, Becky Lynch. And I guess now I can count Kevin Owens as Front Row Wrestling exclusive, because he got fired last night by Shane McMahon, and hey, I'll take him. Kevin Owens, I might even change his name back to Kevin Steen, because I like Fight Steen Fight. I like Kill Steen Kill more. Fight Owens Fight, Kill Owens Kill, It's Kill Steen Kill. I might have them coming out to Unsettling Differences just to really sell it, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just venting here. Alright, back to the action. I can't keep focusing on what other people are doing. This is about Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins, and already they're going back and forth in only 4 minutes and 45 seconds in. And these two have fought before in the past. I'm sure they'll fight again. Not just for me. I'm sure in WWE will book them in any match that they see fit. So someone is in a submission. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Quick delay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, my little dog is I think she's afraid of the mic and me just talking to random people that she can't see. Which to her, it's random. So Now, a lot of people may be questioning why I have the Golden Elite as its own on Adam Cole, baby, isn't because I have Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. I haven't yet to download Bobby Fish yet. So maybe one day I'll create the Undisputed Era as its own group, but for now, I like Adam Cole, okay, and the Golden Elite and Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, excuse me, and Roderick Strong on their own. Like maybe one day I'll bring the Undisputed Era to Shock Front Row Wrestling System, but for now, it's the Golden Elite, and Adam Cole, baby, is certainly elite. The elite, the elite. Alright, off to this amazing contest. So, yeah, like I was saying, another subject change. I'm sorry. If anyone does the super kick in these streams, whether it be the N2 series or FRW, which, by the way, I believe I'm probably going to check my other tournament bracket maker for the tag team tournament. Yeah, I'm just going to do the semifinals of the tag team tournament after round 3 is over. Just to get my finals set for September 22nd. School Days, Front Row Wrestling proudly presents School Days on September 22nd, where the finals for the Tag Team Championship Tournament. It'll either be Ohio versus Everything, OVE, the Golden Lovers, so Kota Ibushi will be working double duty tonight, the Hardy Boys, or the Young Bucks. Those 4 teams will be in the semifinals. 2v2. 2 matches in the semifinals. The winners will move on to the finals on September 22nd. The losers of those matches will actually move to a 3rd place match that will take place on September 21st. FRW Weekly TV, Episode 4. That 3rd place match will determine the number 1 contenders for the future tag champions, whoever they may be. So we could have the Golden Lovers versus the Bucks in the 3rd place match, while the Hardys and OVE go and move on to the. We may have OVE move on, and the Bucks move on to the finals, but we may not get Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks round 2 until a later date. Anything can happen in the tournament. Starting tomorrow, I will start with right after round 4 of this Fall Open. I will start the opening round of the women's tournament. Now that stays at 8, because if anyone remembers, that went in a crazy debacle because I could not find Proud and Powerful, Santana, and Ortiz. So I decided to just replace them. I was originally going to replace them with Harlem Heat right away and just keep an 18. Then I thought, oh, but what about this team? What about that team? What about this and that and that? So I said, all right, I'll just make a 14-team tournament. And that's what happened. I knew right away 2 teams were going to get a bye, and I was fine with that. And lo and behold, it happened. So back to the women's tournament event. Okay, before I talk about the women's, I'll outright get it out of the way. I know I'm all over the place. If anyone does a super kick, I am Steve Carino. I will admit it. Sometimes it gets annoying. I'll admit it. I'm sorry, but I can't help myself sometimes. If someone throws a super kick, I will go super kick in a bunch of different ways. I like to change it up, but sometimes if the party's going on, I always do it for everyone. So you may want to mute your TV if you see a party about to be thrown, or your mobile device, or whatever you're watching these on. So yeah, back to the women's tournament. Finally done. I got that out of the way. Oh, real quick, also with Kenny Omega's V-Triggers, I always go V-Trigger, or Ring Trigger, or Ring. Point is, I scream. I try to put emphasis on the moves to really sell them. So finally, back to the women's tournament and Front Row Wrestling to determine our first women's champion. The 8 participants in that's staying at 8. I'm not playing around with that one. That will be between the opening round tomorrow. We'll see Shayna Baszler versus Mae Young. The man Becky Lynch will work double duty tomorrow as she takes on the 9th wonder of the world, China. Charlotte will be working double duty as she takes on Lita. Oh, who's so sweet, Lita. And in the main event of the opening round, Trish Stratus will take on the Diamond Tessa Blanchard. That is on store for tomorrow. 2 girls working double duty from the M2 Fall Open in the opening round. Hey, Kota Ibushi's worked double duty so far this entire tag team tournament with Kenny Omega. And he's in the semifinals against OBE. So I'm not saying anything because you never know. So don't count Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair out just yet. Because like I said, Kota Ibushi, who just got a 2.9 on the last swag powerbomb, sit-out powerbomb I should say. I know, it's already 8.5 minutes into this match, and it's actually a pretty good match. Don't get me wrong, I have been watching. But yada yada yada. Don't discourage that because they're working double duty that they'll lose. Kota Ibushi throwing Ricochet out. And there it is, the moonsault. Out to the ring. Only Ibushi and Kenny Omega can really seem to do it so pretty. Roxanne Winter, who will referee every single women's match in FRW. TV, pay-per-view, what have you. If it's a women's match, she will ref it. But I'm not discriminatory. She can ref other matches that include the males. But every straight female versus female match, it will be Roxanne Winter as the referee. Same in the Muerte division. Every match that takes place in a barbed wire death match, the explosion, time limit explosion barbed wire death match, where when you go into the barbed wire, it goes boom after a set amount of time. If the match is long, I'm like, Kamigoye! 1, 2, right? Oh, 2.9 off the Kamigoye gets Kota Ibushi. So, yeah, the Muerte tournament, as you see, sometimes I put in a Dr. Muerte. He's running this division as far as I'm concerned, because he's the one who makes all the calls to all these crazy bastards like Casanova Valentine, Nick fucking Gage, Terry Funk, Cactus Jack, Sick Nick Mondo, New Jack when he makes his debut, and New Jack will be making his debut soon. G-Raver, no fucks given, no God, or whatever's that. I'm gonna ask my friend Lawrence Laction on that one to correct me, but yes, Schlack will be making his debut. The Bulldozer Matt Tremont, the official 8 in the Muerte division tournament to crown our first champion there. Once again, will be this Saturday on FRW Weekly TV Episode 3, along with what did I book? I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen, since I'm doing so much now. Hey, I just saw an article that Triple H has, I'm sorry to distract again, that Triple H has confirmed that the 205 Live brand is ending and the Cruiserweights are going to be moving to NXT. That's a great move in my book, ladies and gentlemen. If they move the entire division with the championship, I personally would enjoy that very much. As you can hear my dog bark, he's ready to go. So the delay may be coming in commentary. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you. See, I'm so distracted, I did not commentate at all. I just missed the 3 count. I just saw it on the delay. So the Phoenix Plex hold is the official word for that pin. And the match evaluation says is a 92%. So for me, anything over a 90 in Fire Pro means it was good. So So, hey, I'm just going to say it was good. Maybe you thought it was bad. Maybe you thought it was good. Everyone's got opinions just like assholes. So, yeah, I don't censor my stuff. So if anyone on the live chat, I know YouTube says, remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. The community guy, I know they say don't say any racial shit or anything derogatory, unless it's legitimately a joke. 'Cause I don't mind jokes as long as, like, it's not too bad. But, you know, don't even joke with racist stuff, because you never know who just, like, can't take one. So, so no racist stuff, no derogatory stuff, like, don't make fun of gay people or people of different genders or what have you. Yeah, you know, if you think it's bad, don't say it. You can, except if you want to say fuck, go ahead. You can say fuck. If you want to say shit, go ahead, say shit. I pretty much don't have any limits besides racial and derogatory stuff. But up next, another Shield representation, and the big dog, Roman Reigns, as he takes on the Swiss Superman in Cesaro. What did you do? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, Cesaro. Soon to be making their debuts in FRWs. Definitely Ace Romero, real quick. Definitely Ace Romero. Definitely Jungle Boy. Definitely Dustin Rhodes. Tito Santana eventually. Falaba for sure. Orange Cassidy, that is hands down going to happen. I might even debut him this week on TV. Trent Acid, I originally wanted to put him in the one-step division, but I wanted to do more the future wrestling with that. So, he will get a shot eventually at the one-step championship, but for now I think the situation between Piki Sanchez and JT Dunn is too personal. As you can hear my dog. I just heard him on feedback. I wasn't sure if you'd pick up. That's why I didn't comment until just now. But, so yeah, let's see. Alright, I'm at the top. Let me go. Aha, there he is. Yes, please. They hear you. They hear you. Yeah. And yes, I do talk to my dogs. If you think it's weird, go F yourself. You know, I'm not going to put Mr. Greenfield. And yes, his first name, I did get that from my buddy boy who you can hear. I'll put Dr. Morte since I was talking to him earlier. And, yeah, so he clearly has to go out, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to do that. So for now, commentary, it will be silent. It's just like the past few rounds have been. So until I come back, I'll be back with commentary. I'm probably going to take my phone out so I can continue to type my comments as they come up, so you're not totally in the dark for me. But besides that, I'll see you in a bit. Real quick before I go, imagine I go to take the dogs out, and this is a match that goes a 30-minute draw. Could you imagine, like, 2 days in a row, we got a 30-minute draw, and one of them is when I'm taking the dogs out? Like, how shitty would that be that I missed that live, and that was dead silent? But I'm just rambling on, and I'm actually getting an evil eye right now. So now I'm really going. I'm not being cruel at all. For real this time I'm going. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm finally back. Longer than I expected. You can see Cesaro got the win with a sharpshooter. Kind of ironic that Roman Reigns won with the submission hold yesterday, and he loses with a submission hold today. So now Cesaro sits at... Hold on, let me... Hey, Cesaro gets his first win, ladies and gentlemen. Good for him. Quick disclaimer. Dinner was ready in between the time I came back up with the dog, so I'm going to be eating dinner while doing the next few matches. So I'll move my mic when I'm about to chew, so you're not going to hear... But, yeah, if I go silent for a few seconds, that's why. Cesaro, 2 points. And like I said, up next is The Miz versus Randy Orton. And if I'm looking at my notebook correctly, The Miz has a win, and Randy Orton has a draw. Ricochet had a win and a draw his first 2 rounds, so he sits at 3 points. Meanwhile, Randy Orton only sits at 1 point. Turn off the kitchen light. Not you, I have a Siri and I just forgot to turn off the kitchen light. So that's something else I might be doing in these streams if I forget to do. Randy Orton. Thomas. Yeah, I'll go with that. Here. Keep Dr. Morte. Like I said, if I go silent for a few seconds because I'm eating, I might just stay silent for this match too, just so I can eat uninterrupted. I'll come back for anything I really have to say. Sorry I was tech silent when I was out there. I had to do something in my games real quick. So by the time I was done with my game, able to come back to you. The dogs were ready to come back in. So yeah, back to silence so I can... But like I said, I would be coming back if I have to say anything.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Quick comment. Could you imagine, I'm not trying to jinx it, if Randy Orton was Mr. Draw of the Fall Open, similar to how Raven was in the Summer Climax? If that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured I will have a random BS match that really, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean anything, between one Randall Keith Orton and Raven on Front Row Wrestling Weekly TV. I might even save that for a pay-per-view. 45 minutes. Have at it, Randy and Raven. Let's see if you two together can go to the draw. 45 minutes of intense action. RKO countered into the Raven effect, or even flow, whatever you want to call it. Or the Raven effect countered into an RKO. 3, 2, 1. No, they went to the draw. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just something that came into my head. That's just something that came into my head. I'm going back to eating that. I gotta share that with you guys.
Give up! Give up!
25 minutes have passed, ladies and gentlemen. We might get it. Yeah, not trying to jinx it, but oh boy. That's official. Hold it right there. Miz deserves to lose after not going for the pin on the skull crushing finale. And if Randy Orton doesn't go for the pin after he gets up after that RKO, see, I'll let Randy slide on that one because the Miz got up. And another one. He's really got to go for it now. Come on, Randy. There you go. 1, 2. That Miz kicks out. Okay, if these two do not go to a draw, Miz deserves to lose for not going for the pin after skull-crushing finale. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to be impartial. I'm trying not to be biased. But after, like, something like that, that is a Raven mistake, ladies and gentlemen. That was Raven's mistake the entire Summer Climax. Was he taunted too much when he could have had the win. That's why Raven went to draws or outright lost. So now if Raven loses, they better go to the draw. Otherwise, there's something wrong with Randy Orton. See, what I tell you. What I tell you. By a knockout, a RKO KO. A minute and 1 second left. Wow. Wow. That was amazing. So, Randy Orton moves to 3 points with that one. Up next, final 3 matches, all intergender, and you know, yesterday I said Alexa Bliss can handle herself, but if she gets a package pile driver from Kevin Owens, oh boy, she's gonna break something. No, I'll put Blaze Greenfield in these last 3. But now, Alexa Bliss versus Drew McIntyre. Alexa Bliss, I'm sorry. For any Alexa Bliss fans out there, I'm sorry. I do not see her winning this one. I hope she does, because that would be a great feel-good story. But Drew McIntyre, they don't call him the Scottish Psychopath for nothing. Nothing. I suggest moving the small children away from the TV from this one. Drew McIntyre sits at a win. And Bliss has they're both at a win, ladies and gentlemen. The difference is, okay. Hold on. Is my last name? Yes, okay, yes it is. So yeah, Alexa Bliss is at 1 win and 1 loss. Kevin Owens. Okay, yeah, I forgot this is round 3 for a second. My bad. I was throwing myself off with that.
Right.
You know, I'm also watching other YouTube videos while doing this and eating. I know I'm a slow eater. It's because I'm distracted. I get distracted easily. Excuse me. All I can think of with these ads that I'm getting. These ads, man, I'm telling you. YouTube should be free. I should not have to pay for YouTube just to get rid of ads. If you want to do ads, save it for the end of the video, and you'll be good. That's why I don't want to make money off of this in a way, because I hate ads that much. I do not want to put ads on my videos. So, yeah. Oh, just misses the chair. I'm going back to eating. I'm almost done. So, if this match goes, let's say 20 minutes, I would say 5 minutes of those will be me eating. So, yeah. I'll be back. Sorry. Alright, so just in case you couldn't hear me, for those that watch later in the day after I go live, please comment down below if you get any other feedback that I don't mention. Like, I'll mention my dogs, I'll mention myself talking to someone else. But like, if I have to lower something, tell me, I'll be sure. See, I told you. So yeah, yada, comment down below if there's any unnecessary feedback. But who's bleeding more at this? I honestly think it's Alexa Bliss, because I told you I did not think that. Sorry, I told you they did not call him a psychopath or nothing. Drew McIntyre doesn't care. Man, woman, child, does not care. He will do anything to get a win. And by the blood trickling down Alexa Bliss's head, point proven there. Alright, I'm back. See, Alexa Bliss, I don't know why she's dancing when she's in a match with Drew McIntyre. That's the last thing you want to do. She should be clawing at him, punching him. She should turn into a psychopath herself. And if she taps here, it's her own fault. She would not be in that position. She would just keep the attack going on Drew McIntyre. What is with these people in this tournament? And this like a tournament, and they brag and boast before they get the win. Doesn't make sense to me. Two. Ah, so close. Ooh, elbow to the back. Up, McIntyre going back up. And a second elbow to the lower back of Alexa Bliss. And he just keeps kicking her. Lower back he must be not be seeing something, I should say, that McIntyre sees if he's going right for the lower back. Maybe he just realized, oh, moonsault 1, 2. Oh, 2.9. Alexa Bliss almost had it. Our main event of the M2 series tonight is, like I said, Kevin Owens and Becky Lynch. But our main event of all the matches tonight is the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, versus the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. Hardys versus Bucks, I believe they had 2 matches in Northeast Wrestling. They had 2 matches. I would believe Bucks versus Hardys 5, maybe. I think it's in a traditional tag team setting. It's the 5th meeting between the Hardy Boys and the Young Bucks. And so yeah, that's our main event tonight. That's the semifinal. I'll finish up the semifinals of the tag team tournament in Front Row Wrestling. That'll determine the second team going to the finals and the second team going into the... And I'll get back to the short bit. Alexa Bliss has just defeated Drew McIntyre. Wow. Twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss, the Drew McIntyre, probably the biggest upset of the tournament so far. Alexa Bliss defeating Drew McIntyre. Only in Front Row Wrestling and only in the M2 series will you be able to hear the sentence, Alexa Bliss defeated Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is flipping out on Blaze Greenfield. He is flipping out on the referee. He cannot believe that Alexa Bliss beat him in one-on-one competition. Unbelievable. The bloody, the beaten, the bruised. Alexa Bliss does the unthinkable, the damn near impossible. I'm sorry, I have to pause the action. We gotta get Drew McIntyre out of here. Will security please escort him back to the locker room? He can get his win back tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre takes on Becky Lynch tomorrow. He can get his win back hopefully there. The Man versus the Scottish Psychopath. Unbelievable. Oh man, Alexa Bliss gets another 2 points. She moves on. To 4 points. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my drink. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, let me... Sasha Banks is next as she takes on Dolph Ziggler. Sasha Banks is winless. Let's see. Becky Lynch has a win. Roman has a win. Becky Lynch has a win. Miz has a win, Roman has a win, Kevin has a win, McIntyre. Everyone in this tournament has a win except for Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair. Sasha Banks looking to change that here in this next matchup against, like I said, Dolph Ziggler. Sasha Banks still winless as she lost to Finn Balor earlier tonight, as you all saw. Sasha Banks looking to pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero in this match. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, why do you have certain people in Chaos when they're not in Chaos? So honestly, with the factions that are given in the game, to break kayfabe real quick, I put whoever I download into a faction I believe that they would fit the best in. So let me show off real quick. So yeah, the main unit, I have the most in the main unit. I'm just gonna call it the front row main roster. Bullet Club, as you can see, I put all past Bullet Club members with current Bullet Club members. The Golden Elite, I decided to put the Elite, people who were more so in the Elite than in Bullet Club. So I put them in the Villain Inc., as you can see. I got Marty, Flip, Brody Kane, and PCO, who, fun fact for those don't know, is I just found out the other day, PCO and Bret Hart had a feud over Bret Hart's jacket. That surprised the hell out of me. I honestly did not know that. That was before my time. You see, so back to what I was saying. Chaos has their members. Suzuki, I put Drew McIntyre, put Sabu. I honestly believe Sabu would fit very well in Suzuki-gun. Mil Muertes from Lucha Underground. Jimmy Havoc. I put Jimmy Havoc in there because of excuse me. His friendship with Zack Sabre Jr. I know they're really good friends. Davey Boy Smith Jr. is a legit member. Lance Archer. I put the Legion of Doom in there because the Legion of Doom will fuck some people up. And Bruiser Brody, I mean, come on. I might take Bruiser Brody out because I just want to see him and Suzuki go at it. I could probably keep him in and just have him go at it for the hell of it. As you saw in the FRW Tag Team Tournament, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Teddy Hart have been teaming with each other. But Teddy Hart's in the main unit group. So he's not officially a member of Suzuki-gun yet. I might put him in just so he can team with Davey Boy and Archer. They might do a trios soon. Or if I do Suzuki-gun in my future 8-man tag team tournament, I might do Davey Boy, Archer, and Teddy as 3 of the 4 for Suzuki-gun. And I haven't decided who's going to be in that tournament yet. But yes, so Los Ingobernables de Japón. I kept that mostly the same. The original leader of Mexico with Andrade Cien Almas. I call him El Ingobernable Originale. DX. Yes, Stephanie McMahon's in with China. This is my own continuity. This is my own kayfabe, so don't anyone go, oh my god, you put China in DX and you put Stephanie in DX. It happens. The Shield, Jon Moxley is Jon Moxley, but it's still the Shield. Ohio versus everything, the New Day, the Junior Heavyweight Division. Yeah, the factions also count as divisions, count as their own faction just for simplicity's sake. Harlem Heat, LAX, Private. It says Park because I couldn't fit the Y for some reason. So that's Private Party, but on the game it's known as Private Part. Dark Order in game. I know them as a Super Smash Brothers, so that's that. The Revival, Segigun. That's an old New Japan faction. I don't really use these guys that often. Great Bash Heel. I just kept Togi Makabe in. The managers get their own deal. So if anyone wants or needs a manager. The Muerte division, here we go. So yeah, in FRW, I'm not limiting it to wrestlers. If Batman wants, Batman is in the Muerte division, but I might put him in main unit soon, because I don't really see him in barbed wire death matches. Joker, however, he's definitely staying. Onina, yeah, Maria Manic, Goku and Vegeta, as you can see here. I'm doing a quick tour just so everyone knows. They're like, what? Did I really just see Chucky? Yes, you really just saw Chucky. Deadpool, who's known as Ray Wilson. Venom. I have both the movie Leatherface and the FMW, the Japanese wrestler Leatherface, FMW Leather. Carnage, Goku Black, Freddy Krueger, Pennywise. 2 costumes to represent the Tim Curry version and the 2017 version. Michael Myers, Ghostface. Like I said, Predator. That's Mick Foley. And Takeda, or that's Yoon Kasai, I think, actually. So yeah, it's my death match, and serial killers in movies, or predators, or comic book villains, or comic book heroes, yada yada yada. The Rumble Roses division. This is half faction, half its own division in a way, but I'll keep them as the FRW women's division. So yeah, we might see Candy Cane versus Charlotte Flair, or there might be Evil Rose versus Reiko. This is an old PS2 game that I used to play all the time, and I just wanted them in there to diversify my women's division to not just WWE or Impact girls. The Young Lions, for sure, entrant in the 8-man tag team championship tournament. The Shield, 3 members, and Shooter Umino. Shooter's joining the Shield for that tournament. I'm keeping them in. And then we're back to regular. So back to the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. I showed you the whole big shebang. Yes, I was gonna put Ziggler in. Put the black trunks on, black pants on him. And yeah, here we go. Sorry for that little delay there. I just had to make sure I didn't get any future comments from any new viewers. I can just say the link and I'll go through the video later, saying here, skip to this timestamp and go get your answer on why I have certain characters. And because, like, originally this just started as the M2 series. That was gonna be it, but I found out I really like to stream, so I decided to do a weekly show, and that's how Front Row Wrestling was born. And I said, why should I just stop at wrestlers from any generation, any era, any promotion, when I can bring in movie characters like Chucky, like Freddy, like the Joker, like Batman, like Ghostface. Eventually I will download Ash from the Evil Dead series because that would make FRW fucking groovy.
Right.
And yeah, I might just stream where I babble on all this history stuff, where I'll just throw random matches in to explain everything so I can focus on the matches. So yeah, that stream may come one day, but for now let's just focus on the M2 Fall Open. Remember, all 16 participants in the Fall Open, as all 16 participants in future seasonal tournaments are fighting for an opportunity to be in the big M2 Climax in come June. Yeah. The M2 Climax, for those that don't know, starts on June 22nd. And I believe, let me check there real quick. I really am focusing on the matches, but I want to get all this stuff out of the way first, so we know. Hold on. I know I have it in my calendar. Hold on, I have a picture of it, so. Here it is. June 15th, my apologies, that's right, yep. Monday, June 15th, 2020, the M2 Climax will begin. That's the big tournament. That's what everyone in the seasonal tournaments are fighting to be a part of. So I'll take all the winners. I already have Vampiro listed. He's ready to go. So yeah. All the winners of seasonal tournaments, all my singles champions will be part of the 26. So, but they will still have to defend their championships. So, I will have a cutoff date. I haven't decided the cutoff. I'll probably do, June 1st might be the cutoff date for the champions. Hold on, no, that's not right, because I'd probably be Pokemon for that. Oh, look at that. Alright, yeah, June 1st will be the cutoff date for that. Yeah, so I'll have them, if the singles champions come June 1st are still champions, they will be automatically in the M2 Climax. However, if I do not have 26 people by then, the champions will have to defend their titles on FRW TV, or I might make that a pay-per-view. June 14th, I might make that the pay-per-view. I'll call that last chance, because it'll be the last chance to get in Climax. So all the singles champions will have a guaranteed spot in the tournament after June 1st, but they will have to defend their championships, because if they lose that championship match on June 14th, the day before the M2 Climax starts, if we have new champions in any way, shape, or form, the reigning current champions, if I do not have 26 people, will fill the remaining spots. And the winner of the M2 Climax will go to my version of WrestleMania. I might keep that for okay, yeah, my WrestleMania will actually be held on my birthday every year. I'll call my birthday Bash. I know that's such an original name, as Ziggler gets a 2.9. That's such a rich. So the winner of the M2 Climax will have, unless he's the world's champion and he wins, if he's the world's champion, when he wins, if the world's champion wins the M2 Climax, because the champions had to defend their titles throughout the entire duration of the tournament, but if whoever is the world's champion is in the Climax and he wins the tournament, he will be able to pick his opponent. If he's still champion come December 11th, my birthday bash, if he's still champion and he won the Climax, he will be able to pick his opponent. Any match, any opponent he wants, he can defend his title against. If he's not champion come December 11th and he wins the M2 Climax, he'll have the #1 contendership. Or at the very least, if someone earns a #1 contender spot, it will become a triple threat because he won the Climax. If the world's champion does not win the M2, if someone who is not a champion does not win the Climax, or if the world's champion, yada yada yada, does not win the Climax, it could be the Morte champion, the one such champion, as Ziggler wins the match. If someone but the world's champion, let me just get this out, someone besides the world's champion wins the M2 Climax in June, they will have a guaranteed spot in December 11th, my birthday bash. The only kicker is, because they're getting the title match on the WrestleMania-esque card, they cannot go for the world's champ. Oh, wait, hold on. I just remembered I have a post explaining that. Alright, ignore everything I just said, because I just remembered. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Yes, okay. The winner of the M2 Climax in June. The M2 Climax is my Money in the Bank, in a way. So, within a year, Birthday Bash is still the WrestleMania-esque card, but the winner of the M2 Climax can cash in a straight-up one-on-one match anytime, anywhere he wants. It could be right after a cage match, it could be right after a barbed wire death match. It could be after any, it could be a fair match, it could be anything. The winner of the M2 Climax, if they're not the world's champion, boom, has a title match whenever, wherever he or she wants. If the world's champion wins the M2 Climax and they're still champion, when they win, then at the next pay-per-view after the M2 Climax, so let's say the next pay-per-view, actually probably will be next pay-per-view, will be the July show, they will be able to pick their opponent. That's the show where they pick their opponent. They pick their next title defense. Sorry about all that confusion. I know, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget what I say sometimes, and then I look like an ass. So yeah, let me put Dolph Ziggler, Sasha Banks, still winless in the tournament. Ziggler moves to 4 points. So yeah, the cutoff date for the champions is still June 1st. However, the pay-per-view before the climax begins will still be entitled Last Chance June 14th. And they will have to defend their titles on that night. While they have a guaranteed spot in the tournament, in the M2 Climax, if they lose their championship, whoever defeated them will go in, assuming I do not have 26 people come that time. If I do have 26 people, they will still have to defend their championships because I need a pay-per-view card. But I don't like champions being in. You're the champion, you earned your spot, June 1st, that's the cutoff date, you're in no matter what. The reason why I'm having them defend their championships anyway, before I move on to Kevin Owens and Becky Lynch, I can still set them up, is because I don't like champions being in tournaments. I'd rather 26 people who aren't world champion, like, I'll still give them a chance, but I'd rather the world champion not be in it. But I know people are going to give me flack because I don't have him in it, and, you know, everyone likes it being able to, like, who would the champion pick in that situation, yada, yada, yada. So, all in all, I put him in so I don't get any flack. I do what the fans want. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't like it. But, again, yada, yada. I'm just blabbing again. So, yeah. So, that's me trying not to have a champion in the match. But I understand I might lose that opportunity. So, yeah. So, when I say I may not have 26 people, but I might have 26 people, it depends on who wins the tournaments. I might have qualifying matches. I might just put someone in because I think they'll have great matches when that time comes with someone already in a tournament. So, like, it's Sami Zayn, who, let me look at my pictures again, because I have all the possible fields for the next couple tournaments saved, so. Yes, he's not in that one. Snip, not in that one. Oh, no. Let's see. Nope. Nope. No. No. Nope. And that's it of my state brackets so far. So yeah, so I might put Sami Zayn, assuming Kevin Owens wins the Fall Open. He'll be in the M2 Climax. But I'll put Sami Zayn in as a gimme entrant just to fill out the 26. So, because everyone knows they're destined to do this forever, they're going to have a great match. And really, the point of the M2 Climax, at least in my eyes, is to give you, the fans, the best matches possible. So, Sami Zayn might be gimme. I might have him earn it, because I might put Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor, assuming he doesn't win any tournament. So I think he's a repeat. I'm not going to check again, but yeah, I just saw, who did I see? So yeah, like Marty Scurll's in a tournament of mine. And Eddie Guerrero's in a tournament. So like Eddie Guerrero, if he wins that tournament, whenever that may be, actually the world's champion Vader's in a tournament. I'm going to keep Vader in that field, because if he loses the world's championship, he could still earn his way back. Tanahashi's in a field. Hayabusa from FMW, Jushin Liger, Amazing Red, Rob Van Dam. Like, if Rob Van Dam loses his tournament and Eddie Guerrero goes on to win, I might put RVD versus Sami Zayn in a qualifier match on FRW Weekly TV, just because I know Rob Van Dam could have a good match with Kevin Owens and Eddie Guerrero. I know Sami Zayn could have a good match with Kevin Owens, and I think he could have a good match with Eddie Guerrero, because that's how good both men are. So that's a win-win situation in my book, for giving you, the fans, the ladies and gentlemen who watch these things, the best matches possible. But yeah, I'm done rambling now. I'm sure I'll explain all this again when June comes by. It's a good thing I had that picture saved, because I looked like an ass. So yeah, let's go to the match. Final match of round 3. Becky Lynch at 2 points and Kevin Owens at 4 points. 2 wins and win, respectively. Actually, a win and 2 wins, respectively. So that's Becky Lynch first and Kevin Owens second. Yada yada yada. Another quick reminder while they're coming to the ring. School Days, September 22nd, Front Row Wrestling's very first pay-per-view. So School Days will also be the anniversary show, but not the WrestleMania show. Think WrestleMania for my birthday bash. Think Slammiversary, obviously, because of the name and School Days. You know, just keep the impact theme. Think Bound for Glory is my birthday bash, and Slammiversary is the anniversary. Again, the name says it. So yeah, September 22nd will be held at my high school, actually. My high school gym. That's in the video on the card video for School Days. So if you want to go check that out, I will drop a link in the chat and the comments section, so you have both. It's really weird having a mic for commentary now, because I'm so used to having like all these comments, like 80 something comments, and they're all me, because I was trying to do commentary for these matches and all type, but now that I got a microphone again, here I am talking. I could just imagine I'd be over the character limit so much. Or I'd probably be limited. Like they would say, alright, you're commenting way too much. Knock it off. Yeah. Kevin Owens kick to the back of Becky Lynch's head. Now, this is another one. Oh, so wait, ankle lock to Becky Lynch. I don't know if she gets out of it. Another one where I'm really worried if Kevin Owens goes for that package pile driver, that it might be the end for Becky Lynch. Like, Becky Lynch, she went after Ronda Rousey like that, ladies and gentlemen. She had no fear when it came to Ronda Rousey. And not gonna lie, I'd rather get in the fight with Kevin Owens than Ronda Rousey, if I'm being completely honest with myself. If anyone takes that soundbite and sends that to Kevin Owens, Kevin, I'm sorry. If they... Not saying I want to fight Kevin Owens. I'm saying if I had a gun to my head and they said fight one of these two, I'm picking Kevin Owens. Actually, in that situation, I'd probably, like, because in this situation in my head, I'm just saying, if you lose, as long as you fight someone, you're allowed to go. So I might pick Ronda Rousey in that situation, because she'll just snap my arm or put me in an armbar, and I'll tap and snap of a finger or snap of an arm. But yeah, I'm rambling again. You know what I mean? I'd rather fight Kevin Owens because MMA fighter or professional wrestler. I think a lot of people would, with very few exceptions, pick the professional wrestler in that situation. So yeah, round 3's main event. Kevin Owens fight versus Becky Lynch, the man, showing off that she is the man. She's going fisticuffs with one Kevin Owens, another leg submission. Kevin Owens really going to work on that knee. We all know Becky Lynch has had knee problems in the past. Both from Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey again. Probably going to bring up Ronda Rousey a lot in this tournament when it comes to Becky Lynch matches. Just to show her fighting spirit, her fight. She'd be willing to go against anyone. Honestly, the match I'm really looking forward to, let me check when it comes to Becky Lynch's opponents. Just checking to see if it's already happened. It has not. Yeah, tomorrow, round 4, Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre. That is a match I am so looking forward to. I am so glad, much like today in Ricochet and Kota Ibushi, I'm so glad Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre is happening as early as it is. And round 5, another match I'm looking forward to is actually Ricochet and Charlotte Flair. But the big one I'm looking forward to really is just gotta find what round it's happening in. Excuse me. Watch it be around 15, like that's the one I'm looking for. See, I didn't try to. Did it happen already? Well, Ibushi and Cesaro, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. That would be a fantastic match. The match I was really looking forward to, and I could not. How did I forget that match happened? I was looking forward to Ibushi and Charlotte Flair. How did I forget that match happened, ladies and gentlemen? See, that's a duh moment right there. I am so sorry. I took my focus 2.9 gets Kevin Owens. Wow. Okay, so now the big match I'm looking forward to is Ibushi and Cesaro. Now I gotta find that again. We're in Ibushi and Dolph Ziggler. That's Ibushi and Ziggler I'm looking forward to. That's round 14. 2.9 gets Becky Lynch. Round 11, Cesaro and Kota Ibushi. Honestly, right now, I'm calling that to be the match of the tournament. Of all the matches we've seen, I'm calling that to be the match of the tournament. That does not have to, I may even talk to the matchmaker. I might beg Katrina Cash to make that. I do not want any time limits on that match. The round 11 match between Cesaro and Kota Ibushi, I'm sorry, those two need all the time in the world. That's definitely going to be the main event match of round 11, even though it's like, 2, 3, 4. It's the 6th match on paper. I'm moving that to number 8, ladies and gentlemen, because that match is going to be magnifique, if that's the right way of pronouncing that one. Kevin Owens going for the corner and gets only a 2 count. So yeah, Ibushi Cesaro, that's the one I'm personally looking forward to. You know what? Go down in the comments or the live chat, whatever you want. Name the match you're most looking forward to. Go back to the previous round, see what matches have already happened. There is a round robin tournament, so everyone will face everyone else at one point or another. So you can say, oh, I'm looking forward to when these two go at it. Pick the match you think is going to be match of the tournament, or that already is a match of the tournament. Because right now, for me, it's Ricochet and Randy Orton from yesterday, the 30-minute draw. Unbelievable. Oh, wait, here it comes. And as I said, oh, the package power, that's got to be it. If he went for the pin, why did you not go for the pin, Kevin Owens? Unbelievable. Are we going to have a Raven situation here where he should have went for the pin and he doesn't, and then he ends up losing? Oh my God. Maybe we'll have a miss situation. This is insane. Ah, there it is. Kevin Owens getting the win at 17 minutes, 33 seconds. Round 3 is over. We move on to the tag team tournament semifinals. You know what? Depending on my mood, if I'm really into it, I might just do the first round of the women's tournament. If Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair are up to it, that is. I don't want to put them in a situation. That will be checked in the coming minutes with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair on whether or not we do the opening round of the women's tournament. Actually, I just realized I don't have the field downloaded. Actually, yeah, I still need to download Mae Young, Lena, and Trish, so that's my fault. So ignore everything I just said again, because I can't do the first round today. Once I go off, I will definitely download those 3. But for now, let's get to the semifinals. I'm gonna flip a coin. Actually, never mind. I just remembered that I wanted to I'll give Blaze Greenfield a break for the next 2 matches, and I'll do Roxanne for this match. 45-minute time limits, just like every other Front Row Wrestling match. Yeah, OVE versus the Golden Lovers. Now that we're getting to the nitty-gritty, I am banishing all managers in these last few matches. We are not going to have any Sami Callihan's or Jim Cornette's or Paul Ellerine's or Rebby Sky's. Wiz here in the back. She's not coming out with her husband and her brother-in-law. It's just going to be OVE, the Chris brothers versus the Golden Lovers. 2-on-2, and then the Bucks versus the Hardys. No Brandy Rhodes, no Kenny Omega, no Cody, no Hangman Adam Page, no Adam Cole, baby. It's Golden Lovers versus the Chris Brothers. OV versus Golden Lovers. Let's get to it. Now this match goes the 45-minute time limit. Then the Hardys versus the Bucks get a bye to the finals. I'm putting them September 22nd live on pay-per-view. That will be the finals. That will be the tag team title match at School Days. However, if someone wins here and the Hardys and the Bucks go to the 45-minute time limit, then there will be a rematch between OV and the Golden Lovers September 22nd for the tag team titles. Actually, no, you know what? If this match goes 45-minute time limit, I will give them an extra 45 minutes. Same with an Tiger suplex to the back of the head. Lands on the back of his head on the apron. Omega starting with the big guns early in this match. So yeah, if this match goes 45 minutes, this goes to time limit draw, I will restart this match. Same with Hardys versus Bucks. I am not having any BS. I know what I said earlier. I'm taking it back because I realize that'd be too much bullshit to deal with. So, these matches go the full 45 minutes. I'm just restarting it. Both matches. Now remember, the losers of these next two matches will go to FRW TV next week, September 21st. They will go to FRW TV to have a number one contenders match to determine. And wait a sec, Ibushi, no, powerbomb straight to the floor from the apron. Ibushi to Jake Crist. What is wrong with Ibushi? What is wrong with Christopher getting right back up? He has a 20 count. He has a 20 count, ladies and gentlemen. He should have taken most of that time to recover. This match is way too important, and they still have to go to the finals. I say save all your energy, all your strength, as much as you can. Do everything you can to win, but save everything you can as well. So you can, obviously they have a week and a half now to get ready for the finals, but still, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to go in hurt at all. To the finals, especially with the tag team tournament. Finals, the tag team championships on the line. But Boston Crab to Kenny Omega. Should I say it's the Ohio Crab? Remember, Ohio versus everything. Yeah. Remember, in FRW championship matches, no time limits. That's why when I do the one-night tournaments, like this Saturday, will be. Now, next week in the third place match, as my bracket maker says, in No More Contenders match, that match goes to 45 minutes next week on FRW Weekly TV. No, not this week. This week, we'll see the one night. Sorry, I got distracted again. So, if that number one contenders match goes the 45-minute time limit draw, then I really don't know what I would do in that situation. I want to say that, alright, you lost your chance. You could... what to do in that situation, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. If that number one contenders match goes the 45-minute time limit, I will do a fan poll. I will let you, the fans, decide who would become the number one contender in that situation. Because clearly, both teams deserve to be number one contender in that situation. But, no, actually, I have to go to the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen, so please enjoy the match. I'm going to have to go silent for a little bit. I'll bring the, my viewing device with me so I can talk and text. But for now, commentary is going silent for a few minutes. Sorry for the TMI, but I have to explain. I have this, I don't know what I have in me, but for some reason I had to explain. So yes, I will be right back.
You can't escape.
And with the final bomb, I am back. The Golden Lovers, they move on to September 22nd. Ladies and gentlemen, OVE moves to September 21st for the third place match, the number one contenders match. Will the Golden Lovers be facing the Hardys or the Young Bucks? Will OVE be facing the Hardys or the Young Bucks? It all happens next week. Number one contenders match, the actual championship match. But right now, Hardys, Bucks. Round 5. Jeff Hardy putting on the face paint tonight. And the Young Bucks out for blood as they're wearing the black and red. Since it seems they're all out for blood, I'm going to put Dr. Morte in this match. Just making sure we have everything in store. Here we go. Since it seems they're all out for blood, I'm going to put Dr. Morte in this match. What an amazing tournament. We have 14 teams. We are now down to 3. Soon to be 2. Matt Hardy looking to delete the Young Bucks, the Bucks of Youth, I shall say, for the 7 deities. Still a shame we never got a final deletion, ultimate deletion-esque match between the Broken Hardys and the Young Bucks. Both teams have confirmed that was the plan going in. Eventually, that was going to be the match that would have happened on Being the Elite and Ring of Honor TV had the Hardys not signed with the WWE, had the Bucks not formed AEW. And honestly, I think that would have been an amazing match. That probably would have stayed in the ring for the majority, even though part of the fun of Final Deletion or Ultimate Deletion or Delete or Decay or Tag Team Apocalypto, Total Non-Stop Deletion, whatever you want to call it, that whole series, the Great War, even, whatever you want to call that series, the Deletion series is what I'm getting at. I think that would have been the best match of the series. Personally, I think Tag Team Apocalypto was the best match of the actual series, because there were so many teams. Break kayfabe for a bit. I so wish I had put the Bucks in their Street Fighter attires from Fighter Fest against the New Day yesterday. Since I mentioned that was the first time the Elite versus the New Day faced off, but don't worry, I have that in my mind. I will not forget that. When the 6-man happens, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, Kofi Kingston. When that 6-man happens at Front Row Wrestling in the near future, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, they will be in their Street Fighter attire. I don't know why I'm going to put Kenny in, because as you can see, he doesn't have his Street Fighter attire in game. Because this is the Kenny Omega that comes in the game. But rest assured, the Elite Young Bucks round 3 will happen. Well, actually, the New Day Elite round 2 actually would be, because Street Fighter was round 1. They never had a 6-man tag in ring, so it would technically be round 2 with all 3 in the ring. But I'm going to market it as round 3 because round 2 was yesterday, if we're being honest with. So Kenny was there, Big E was there. It was round 2. But back to tonight's action. I keep focusing on other things when I should be focusing on the match. I told you I was not the greatest commentator in the world. To put myself down a bit. Doesn't happen often. Matt Jackson and Jeff in a submission hold there. Hurricane from Matt Jackson. This match, so important in FRW history. This match determines the final team. Don't get me wrong, the finals will be a dream match. Tag Team Championship finals will be a dream match. It will either be round 2, Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks, or first time ever, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys versus Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi. Golden Lovers. I'm listening to feedback to see what I already said. Alright, let me just repeat. First time ever, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers. First time ever, tag team dream match. So, part of me wants the rematch between the Bucks and the Lovers, but another part of me wants to see that first time ever matchup. Wait a second, is it gonna be? No, it's just gonna be a regular Tombstone. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Part of me, honestly, that's a win-win situation for me, because I would love both matches to happen, especially with the titles on the line. Because one would think, one would think that, hey, straight up 2-on-2, no titles, they'll destroy each other for the win to prove who's the better team. Now Matt Jackson with a tombstone to Jeff Hardy, going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out. One would think any situation where it's Bucks Lovers with the titles on. We already seen Bucks and Lovers without the titles on the line. As Jeff goes for the pin, and only gets a 1 count. We've seen what they can do without the titles. What I want to see what they can do with the titles, because you know there's some heat there. There's some bad blood there with AEW, like leaving Ibushi behind in a way. But with Matt and Jeff Hardy, I mean, you can only think what they would do without titles. Jeff Hardy and Ibushi alone, how crazy those two are. But now with the titles, oh boy, that's going to be insane, ladies and gentlemen. That really is. For a little bit of breaking kayfabe real quick. As some of you may know, in Fire Pro, as a suplex reversed by Matt Hardy goes into axe handle. If you make a title, you set the rules that it can be defended in. If you want to change the rules for a time, let's say I want to do a tag match for the belts inside a cage or a barbed wire death match, I would have to change the rules to accommodate. That being said, if you do that, the title history in game gets wiped clean for some reason, even though you're just changing the rules. So with that being said, if I do that officially, I will remember officially who's the tag champions, and I will have the history in these YouTube videos. But, sharpshooter, Matt Jackson has Jeff Hardy, will Jeff tap? No. So officially, if the champions were to retain, they would still retain, but on the stream it might show new champion crowns. So, I just don't want anyone to be confused in that situation, as Nick Jackson's another tombstone. Surprised they're not going for a Meltzer driver. 2.9 million that gets. So I just don't want anyone to be confused. I'm sure I'll explain that all again when the time comes. I'm just saying now, so it's already said. Hopefully people remember. If not, like I said, I'll say it again. Sorry, I'm in line, so I wanted to. Both men up to 10 now. Up to 11. They're still fighting on the outside. Wait a second. No. Oh, tombstone to the floor. 14. 15. 16. Tags Matt Jackson. No. Oh. Matt Hardy breaks the count at 16. Breaks the count at 16, ladies and gentlemen. And here in Front Row Wrestling, countouts mean everything. If you get counted out, you lose the match. Especially in championship matches. If the champions were to get counted out in a match, unless Fire Pro makes me look like an ass, the championships will change hands on a countout, ladies and gentlemen. As of now, if Fire Pro makes me look like an ass by saying that, by not having the titles change on a countout, then hey, I'll go by what Fire Pro says. But if it were up to me, hey, if a man can knock you out at 15, 16, Jeff Hardy gets a chance, both men break the count at 16. Oh, Dr. Morte, no. Almost had this qualification count of 5 go for having a chair in the ring. So, yeah. I would say, hey, you knocked the guy out of the ring or did something to keep him out of the ring for a full 20 count. And clearly you are clever enough to win the championships any other way, so I might as well give it to you. If Fire Pro wants the titles not to change hands on a countout or disqualification, fine. I will go by what the game says. The game rules. 2.9 does get Nick Jackson. And already going to the ropes on a clothesline to Nick Jackson. Ooh, swinging neck breaker. Nice. Senton. Not a swanton, a senton. There is a difference. Swanton is prettier. Twist of fate from Jeff Hardy. That's part 1. Swanton bomb. Will he go for the... Yes, he will. A second swanton bomb. Here it comes. 1, 2. And Nick Jackson kicks out. We are 22 and a half minutes in. In comes Matt Jackson. Enzuigiri kick from Jeff Hardy. An incredible match. You know this match is important. They know how important this match is. They know what the result of this match means. We either have a dream rematch or a dream match. We either have a dream first time ever encounter or a dream second time ever encounter, which we all remember the first time it happened. Sorry, I have hair in my hair. Everyone with blonde hair knows how annoying that can be. Who will face the Golden Lovers on September 22nd at FRW's very first pay-per-view to determine our first ever tag team champions of the world. I'm already calling our champions world title. Super kick from Matt Jackson. Why are you not going for the pin? Why are you going for the tag? That could cost him in the long run. I know what I said during the Ed 2 Fall Open round 3 today. And what I've been saying through the Summer Climax. Why do people not go for the pin? But like I said, I will be happy with anyone. I want the Bucks to win. But at the same time, I want the Hardys to win. Oh, I just don't know if I can handle it. 25. Swanton bomb. 25 and a half minutes in. Dragging him away from the ropes. Morte says no, too close to the ropes. I knew that it was too close. Inching ever so close. This could go 45 minutes. I know what everyone's saying. Well, if they go to draw, shouldn't OVE shouldn't Golden Lovers automatically become tag team champions? So we got the bye as Nick Jack gets a tombstone and splashes on the pin. 2. No, only a 2 count. I know what you're thinking, but I can't just give titles away in Fire Pro. So, yes, in a real life situation, if that were the case, if a swanton bomb to the back in this situation where these two teams went to a 45-minute draw, yes, I would presume that the Golden Lovers would just be given the titles, or OVE would be given a second chance in the finals, because technically they would have won the third place. So me personally, if in real life, if I had the money and the time machine to go back and get all these teams, me personally, I would have the finals then be Golden Lovers versus OVE, because the Golden Lovers would get the bye but OVE would get the bye in the number 1 contenders as 2.9 Matt Jackson gets off the sunset flip. So I would personally have Golden Lovers versus OVE in a rematch from their semifinal match, because yeah, Golden Lovers won the tournament, but OVE would become number 1 contenders. So another 2 count, as we're almost 30 minutes into this match. So like I was saying, I would have maybe officially the Golden Lovers would be the champions, but on September 22nd to have a match, it would be the Golden Lovers defending their tag team championships against OVE. So technically I could just have, if they go to the 45-minute time limit, I could have OVE move on to September 22nd and just you know what, that's what I'm going to do. If this match goes the full 45-minute time limit, September 22nd, it will be the Golden Lovers versus OVE for the FRW Tag Team Championships. However, on FRW TV, September 21st, I will officially make this ruling the main event. I gotta rewatch my response to Rebellion. So it might be co-main event, it might be the main event, I have not decided. I will let the Hardys and the Young Bucks no time limits. I will let them go one more time. That will determine the number 1 contender for the winner, Golden Lovers versus OVE. If they go the full 45 minutes here, the pay-per-view, School Days, Golden Lovers versus OVE will be September 22nd, and September 21st will be the rematch of this amazing contest to determine the official number 1 contenders. I'm trying to work around the Fire Pro system here, and I think that's the best workaround. You can let me know in the comment section if you don't agree with me, but I think that's the best situation to go with. Now, punches and kicks being traded, and drop kick finishes that trade off. Tag to Jeff Hardy. I think Matt could have went for the pin there, but you never know for sure. Sorry, I was checking emails. We're now 34 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. These two teams have no sign of Swanton bomb! I see critical! The Hardys! The Hardys! The Hardys! Move on to September 22nd! They move on to face the Golden Lovers off a knockout! Off a knockout! I did not see that coming. I'm sorry to be screaming. That is a well-earned 100% match evaluation. 34 minutes, 18 seconds of back and forth action from both the Young Bucks and the Hardy Boys. Next week, September 21st, it'll be the Young Bucks versus OVE to determine number one contenders on FRW Weekly TV, Episode 4. But September 22nd, Richfield Park Junior Senior High School Gym, it will be the Hardy Boys versus the Golden Lovers. First time ever FRW Front Row Wrestling Tag Team Championships on the line. Thank you for joining us for round 3 of the M2 Fall Open. Thank you for joining us for the semifinals of the FRW Tag Team Tournament. We will see you tomorrow for round 4 of the M2 Fall Open and the opening round of the Women's Championship Tournament. 8 women's single elimination tournament. Lita, Trish Stratus, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Tessa Blanchard, Mae Young, Shayna Baszler. It is only just getting started. Baby!